You are listening to the Horse Radio Network, part of the Equine Network family.
Hey, you're listening to Adulting with Horses, the best place to be if you can't be at the barn. We are your co-hosts and equine authors, Heather Wallace and Natalie Keller-Reinert. As crazy horse girls, we don't take ourselves too seriously in the saddle or out. We celebrate the things that make us different. Join us as we talk about horses and pop culture and get a little weird in a fun way. Thank you for being a little weird with us. Hi, Natalie.
Hi, Heather.
So I'm really sad I missed it, but you totally got naked. Half naked on the podcast a minute ago, and I totally missed it.
It's getting naked season. What can I say? It's cold in the morning. It's warm in the afternoon. Those layers come off. The boobs come out.
I love it. Get them titties out.
Yep.
We're all
got
girls
a really
here.
nice bra too. So,
Is it very uplifting? Does it hug you?
it does.
That's
It's
awesome.
French.
That's fancy.
It's a very horny bra.
Oh. I don't want to know what you and Corey are up to when we're not talking.
No, it's horny for me. The bra loves me.
There was a time, for 3 or 4 years, I couldn't even wear a bra. I was so uncomfortable because of all my inflammation. So, yeah, fucking rock that. I went out last weekend. I did not have the children. And I had a concert in the city at Irving Plaza. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to stay the night in the Flatiron, and I'm going to stay out, and I'm going to hang out my old stomping grounds. And you know what? I did put on a really nice bra and panty set. Not that I was hunting anything. I just wanted to feel really pretty, and I'm always covered in dirt and hair at this time of year.
Exactly. I got dressed this morning. No, I lied. I got dressed this afternoon because I spent the morning in pajamas, and I'm
jealous already.
I mean, I spend a lot of my time in pajamas and pulling my hair out. I had a marketing meeting, and they see this much of me, not even my boobs, right? Just I'm a little thumbnail. And I was like, all right, let's get dressed. What are we going to wear that makes us feel nice? And it's kind of my clean part of the day, because then after this I'll go outside and mess around with the horses, and because I'm kind of taking today off because I'm just wiped out. So I've just been doing some social media, and I had this marketing meeting, and then I have another meeting tonight.
Ugh.
California, baby, when you're West Coast time with your late-ass meetings.
Dude, I had a Zoom call with Arizona on Tuesday night. Everybody out's drinking green beer for St. Patrick's Day. No, Heather decided this was a great idea, and it's a 3-hour time difference. So they're doing happy hour, which means it's 9 p.m. for me, which is my bedtime, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
And I had to be totally up and my full energy self, which I think we both know is between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m.
Yeah.
It is not late night, Heather.
I mean, certainly not for sitting down. You could be late night, Heather, at a bar.
Yeah, but I have
out
to be
and
moving.
about, keeping your energy going, for sure. Yeah. Sitting down at your desk. Hi. I'm Heather. I wish I was asleep.
And then by the time I got off, it was 10 p.m. And I was like, well, this night's ruined. So I'm just not going to sleep well now. So
yeah, West Coasters, what's your deal? Why can't you just all have the same time and you just get up really early or really late? I don't know. It's hard. It's hard doing business with the West Coast.
I know. I mean, I was very happy to be invited. I was invited. Our friend Kathy Woods was doing a retreat in Arizona, and she wanted me to be the guest for their happy hour, and obviously I couldn't fly out to Arizona, which would have been my first choice.
That would have been easier, honestly.
Honestly, I mean, except for the whole TSA thing going on right now. Yikes. But
I don't even know. I'm trying not to. I'm flying out of small airports next week, so I'm just going to think my only preference for my book tour was I'm not flying through Orlando at spring break. I would have, there's no...
So guess what I'm doing in 2 weeks? Because, I am not smart. And I am taking the girls for spring break. It's our first and last girls' spring break before Cameron goes to college, right? Because next year Jason will have them. So I decided I'm going to take them on a cruise to the Bahamas. And the closest airport is Orlando. But I will say, because I know that they're psychotic, okay? Not only
Orlando or the girls.
Do I have to choose one?
No, we'll go with everything. It's March.
I'm already prepping them, but so I double checked. So I do have TSA pre-check. I realize that might not be counted for, but I also am a bougie bitch, so I have Clear, and both airports have Clear, and so I could take the kids through that because they're under 18. So I think we'll be okay. But I was just trying to tell them to like manage expectations, because even coming back from Turks and Caicos a couple years ago, we stood in line before security for 3 hours, and my handicapped daughter was like falling down in the heat, and there was no provisions for disabled people.
No, I think Orlando should be for pre-check and Clear both. I think it should be fine, honestly. Like, they have really gotten things under control there, because it used to be literally like multi-hour waits all the time. And now whenever I get there early to go through pre-check, and I'm like, oh, the wait for, because they have wait times posted, right? Because it's Orlando. We're used to wait times. We need to know. And we have this expectation. And it always says like 20 minutes. Like, oh. Yeah. Like, I wouldn't have died if they hadn't put my TSA thing on my ticket. I might have died, but I might not have.
Yeah.
So.
No, I get it.
Doing better.
And I told them, like in this spring break, we don't check bags. So we're gonna carry on only unless we gate check, because if they cancel a flight, I'm not getting screwed. So, especially getting onto a boat, it's like they can't really get that to you. So
no, you're kind of hosed. I do love a good gate check. So cheeky to be. I go right to the gate and I'm like, hey, because I get to the airport late and like don't have time to check my bag, because I do check my bags because it's still luxurious to me to not be flying standby, right? So I'm like, oh, my bag is included with my fancy credit card. Cool. And so, but I have to get to the airport early enough, and I don't always do that because I'm a little bit of a chronically late kind of girl.
See, we're totally opposites in every way, because I'm always early. I have to see the gate, because I've been to airports where like the flight has left without me because the gate changed and like I was not informed. So
you have to look at the gate.
So I have to see it. I have to believe it's real. And then I have to park somewhere near the gate so I can keep eyes on. Because, listen, I'm better than I used to be after living in Beijing airport for 22 hours. But I don't want to go through that again.
I once was like on my way to, I think Lexington, maybe Aquina Fair. And I was at Atlanta and I was just eating. I was hanging out in a random terminal, just like, I'm having a Nature's Table sandwich and a smoothie. Like, I'm in 6th grade again. This is so fun. And my phone buzzed and it was like, your flight is boarding. Like, what? How? What?
Thank God for the apps.
Different terminal I hadn't even been to yet. I had to just get up,
run,
grab my smoothie and run. Got there, last person on the plane.
Hey, but you made it.
Oh, I did. I don't think I've ever missed a flight.
I mean, I have, because they left without me. But that was also too like a time change. Like when we were in the air, our phone didn't update because we didn't have Wi-Fi, and so the times were wrong. And I should have just parked by the gate, but I didn't. I decided to go get a cocktail and food after my 17-hour flight instead. The cheek of me. So anyway, I then spent the night in the airport. But I spent the night in the airport a couple of times just because of delays or cancellations. And so I've been there, done that. And my kids are not like regular flyers. So I'm trying to like foster a sense of here's how it goes. Here's what to do if it's wrong. And like hopefully without the anxiety that I used to have.
The survival mode you have to be taught how to survive air travel. Air travel is truly a nightmare. It is both a miracle and a curse. And I both love it and hate it. And I wish that we had trains, because trains are awesome.
I do.
You
like
just
trains.
go and you sit down on your train and you're like, I'm going to look out the window of this train. I think I'll take a nap. I'm being lulled to sleep by the gentle rhythm of this train. Oh, here comes a cart with tea and cookies on it.
Well, especially the sleeper trains, because I have fallen asleep on the train coming from New York, like from a concert, and like missed my stop. Yes. So that's a little tricky because the rhythmic motion, that rocking. So, the ups and downs. But I love to travel, and I'm hoping the girls, now that Ashlyn's willing to fly again, because she got sick right before we went to a family reunion, right before COVID, and she got violently ill during the trip. not just on the plane, but like during, and it was the stomach flu, you know, but she now associates flying with motion sickness. And it took literally 5 years to explain to her. And so we got her on a trip to Turks and Caicos. She did great. She's like, oh, this is not a big deal at all. Where are we going next? And I was like, hold up. We have a budget. So, you know, Florida is easy peasy for us. And so we're excited for that. But, you know, it's chaos. And I was kind of hoping to have ridden today. Like, that was actually my plan, was to ride this morning. I had 4 clients at my barn, and then I was like, oh, I have like 3 hours before I have to, you know, go pick up my kids and talk to Natalie. Guess what happened instead? My ceiling started leaking.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, and there was molds. And then it started leaking water, like big time. And so emergency plumber had to come. God. And then
was it pipes or was it from ice?
So it was a pipe.
Oh wow.
And this is so very me. So I tell the guy, listen, I gotta take my kid to school. There's like delays because of testing. I'll be home at 9. He goes, okay, I'll schedule the technician to come between 9 and 10. I'm like, you're a gem. I so appreciate you. Like, I'm like, I'll go shut off the water. Right. Okay. So here's how they're funny. 8:30, I get a phone call. Hey, I'm here. And I'm like, I'm not. I'm dropping my kids off. Like, and I'm thinking, oh my God, I lost it. They waited 30 minutes for me to come back and let them in to the house.
Well, yeah, because they knew they were early. You know who did that to me like 2 weeks ago?
Who?
Who would never show up early in 1,000,000 years?
We're talking about who's usually late? The farrier.
Close. It was the vet.
Oh, okay.
I'm in Gainesville. I'm in town. I'm having lunch, actually. I'm at a Thai restaurant. I'm having delicious noodles. And my vet texts, and they're like, oh, we finished early. Is it okay if we just go straight to your place? I'm like,
no.
Yes, you can go there, and I will be home in 40 minutes.
Right.
Like, what are the chances? That's never happened.
I do
so
that
they were here, and they
sometimes.
waited.
That's awesome.
They just... Yeah. Oh, my farrier's always late. My farrier's never been early. She can't be early. It's
no, they give
religion.
me a time frame, and I'm like, whatever, just grab the horse. I'm like, it's fine.
It's the second half of the time frame. That's what I put on my calendar.
That happens to me sometimes, is like, you know, with clients. But I was very lucky. I think the fact that like water, like the ceiling was bulging, was like an alarm.
Yeah.
Here's the crazy thing. I took him downstairs to show him the water main. He's like, that's not the water main. And so he showed me where the water main was.
Oh my God.
So I learned something new today about how to protect my house that I thought I already knew, but I didn't.
It is absolutely crazy that you buy a house and you don't like get a tour of what does what. We've got, yesterday we were talking about like putting in a wooden fence in the back. And I said, you know, you don't have to follow the fence that's already there. You could just make it go from this post to this post, and it would make more sense. It would be tidier. And we're looking at it, and I said, oh, wait. There's like that electric socket poking out of the ground over there. Corey says, yeah, I don't think that's connected to anything. And I was like, wouldn't it be nice if we knew? Like, wouldn't that be just amazing? He said, I guess it might be connected to the well. I'm like, I think maybe we'll never know because we're not going to
You're ready to rip it up?
What are you going to do? Somebody would have to come out and like, you know, track it, like dig holes and
dig
see
holes
where
in
it
your ground.
goes. It's just crazy. Like, you should definitely get a house tour. Like, somebody should say, we jury rigged this in 2007, and, you know.
100%.
That's what people do. They just mess around, and you're like, I don't know what this is connected to.
I mean, when I sold Vermont, we had a survey, and I gave them a binder of, like, you know, here's the binder that was given to me. Here's the people we've used. Here's their numbers. Here's the work we've had done with the receipts. Like, I didn't get that when I moved into this house. And, you know, but again, first home, I'm learning some lessons here. Good news is they got the mold out, and it was a corroded pipe. It wasn't like a busted pipe. Mm-hmm. So they were able to replace it pretty easily. And I have a handyman who is going to drywall me back in on Sunday.
Great.
But there went my riding time. Like,
absolutely.
Like, and then you know what happened last Thursday when I thought I was going to have time? My check engine light went on. So instead of going to the barn, I had to veer off to go to the mechanic.
Oh my God.
But wait, it gets better. Because, you know, chaos happens, but somehow the universe still loves me. So he orders the part and he's like, I'll reset it. You'll be fine driving. It's just XYZ. And I made an appointment to go on Tuesday morning, which was my day off. I show up Tuesday morning and he goes, the check engine light isn't on again. Is it? And I'm like, no. He goes, let me run some tests. Car's perfectly fucking fine. Didn't need the part.
Nope. Just like, little cheeky little light for you.
Cheeky. I mean, it's 181,000 miles on him, but you know, sassy little car. So I'm just thinking to myself, like, all these are major catastrophes that have been avoided. So I'm very grateful, but also like, there goes my barn time.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like the universe is conspiring against me.
Anybody who manages to ride 5 or 6 days a week and show at this point, I'm just like, I bow down to you.
Super women.
Incredible. They do both things. Sometimes they do more than both things. How?
And your horses are on your property and you don't ride that much.
Yes. So I wasn't riding because work, winter, short days, just like a litany. There was no pleasure for me, like, to go outside when it's in the 50s. I get nothing out of that. I hate it. And so a couple weeks ago, it warmed up. It went into the 80s. I said, you know what, bitches? I'm back. And I was back. And then this week, it got cold again.
Yeah.
And my work just piled up again. And I'm like, but, I have been, like, managing like 3 rides, sometimes 4 rides in a week.
That's great.
And but he's been off almost all winter. He was off almost all summer. The horse has been off. Let's be real. So I said, okay, if this is my season for riding, then we're just going to very slowly leg up. We're going to do what's
your routine? What's your leg up routine?
So for the first week, I do 20 to 30 minute walks.
How many days?
3 or 4 days. Okay. I know I can't get 5. It'd be great if I could. But he walks all the time anyway.
Sure. So you're walking with intention, right?
You should see how fast he walks. Like, he is always in a hurry.
Does he march?
I'll watch him. He does. I'm like, oh, Ben's headed out front. Holy shit. Where's he going? He's like, doo, doo, doo. There he goes to the back. He's got intent. Sometimes I think he's going to break into a trot, but he is just like a power walker. It is incredible. But, it's about my weight, how I change his balance, all that kind of thing. So, I don't really pick up the reins until like the second week. And then it's like, we do 20 minutes on a long rein. And then I say, okay, let's do some we'll do some serpentines and some loops. And I go around trees and just pick them up a little bit. 10 minutes, in the bridle. And then I start adding in, I did like 3 minutes of trot a couple days, just a couple loops in either direction. That got some
heavy breathing, huh?
It did because it's also just gotten warm and more humid again too. Sure. So I've changed all of the parameters for him, and then I bumped it up to a second trot set, and so then we were doing 6 minutes of trot, and like 3 and 3, and then I added a third set of trot a couple of like Sunday I think, and oh my God, you would have thought I put him in the starting gate, pulled out my stick, raised it above my head. Like he was bouncing down the long side of my ring, because it goes downhill a little bit.
Sure.
And he's just tucked himself up and was just going bounce, bounce, bounce. I was like, dude, can you just try it? So then I turn him, like, I'll do a little bit of like haunches in. So he has to focus on his body. Yeah. So dumb. Bounce, bounce, bounce all the way. I'm like, I'm not ready to canter him. He's not, because if I do canter him.
His canter
I know exactly what he'll do.
Button.
It's his buck button, right? Because he'll be like, oh, I really wanted to canter, but you're too heavy and you're sitting right in the middle of me, so I'm going to buck you off. And I'll be like, dude,
yeah,
I got to get
throw my ass in the air to get balance.
Exactly. So I wasn't even going to canter him until next month sometime. There's just no need.
Well,
but he's going to make it hard for me.
I mean, honestly, like, walking is the best exercise that can be done possible.
Yeah, just put in those miles in a walk.
Right. And, it's so funny. I look at, Delight's been retired. He has not been ridden in 3 years. I can't believe it's been 3 years, but it's 3 years in March, which it is now. And he had a tough winter. He had those double abscesses in his hind feet, and he'd lost some weight because of the pain. I don't even think I told you this. The farrier found the next time he trimmed him, it was a complete solar abscess. His whole fucking hoof.
God.
Like, he said he's never seen one that bad ever, and that was why he was so crabby. And I'm like, this poor baby.
His
Like,
whole foot.
yeah, and he goes, he could have been so much worse. And I'm like, now I know why it took 5 weeks, right? Because it's like, he was in so much pain for so long. But it's so funny because we took blankets off when it was like 80 degrees out, like suddenly
Yeah.
New Jersey is Florida. And he looks like a buff little baby. Like, oh my God. Like, if you were to guess this level of athleticism, you would never know this horse was not ridden. He spends every single day, a portion of that, running and chasing around with Ferris.
Yeah.
Which is great because he's the personal trainer I could never be, because now Ferris is about to start getting his training rides back. And because he needs them to work a little harder, because I'm still working up my, cardio. Like, I am out of shape.
Yeah.
And so we're both getting fit, but he is way fitter than I am, which, is a little dangerous when you have a pony. And, he gets so I need help. But, like, it's so funny. You look at him, he's 18, and he doesn't look like he had the last year off.
He's like, I'm in my prime.
Oh, he looks amazing. And so he almost feels too good. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I do.
Yeah.
I have one of those.
So my plan is, and I told you about this last time, like, my plan is we have the outdoor now. I'm going to go lunge him and just see where we're at.
Mm-hmm.
And then if he's feeling good and I'm feeling cute, like, I think we're just going to pop that leg over my next day off. I just need the emergencies to stop. But
yeah,
what you were saying for your thing is, so I tell a lot of people about how to get back into work. And did you know this fun fact that if you were to take, say, 2 months off of riding, January, February, it only takes half that amount of time to get your muscle back to where it was before you stop?
No, I didn't know that.
So for everybody who's like really hard on themselves, right? I didn't ride, it was too cold, but it's only going to take you a couple of weeks and you'll be back where you started. Like,
yeah, that makes a lot of sense. You can feel it.
Yeah, but don't rush. I mean, rushing is when you get injury.
Yeah.
And we don't want that.
I take it, I take every day as I can, right? And so, like, I really wanted to ride yesterday. Like, I finished what I was working on a revision that was way too hard. It was like a 50% rewrite of this book.
Oh,
it was horrible. It didn't work the way that it was, and I couldn't make it work. And I was like, well, I'm just going to have to rewrite all of this stuff. And my son texted me something about a train, and I was like, what? But it's fine. Nothing happened. He's just telling me a story about a train. Anyway.
Okay.
He's in Orlando. I don't know what's going on.
We got to make sure.
There's, because in Florida, trains tend to hit people, and I don't know why, but he's fine. Yeah, so I was exhausted. Like, I was exhausted. I wasn't sleeping. I was so stressed. And then yesterday, I got to the end of the rewrite. I got to the end. I was like, It's rewritten. I have to go back in line level, like, change sentences. I like doing that. That's pleasant to me. At this point, writing new stuff, after I get past, like, the beginning of something, it's no longer pleasant to me. I hate it. So anyway, I get to the end. I'm like, it's 4:00 in the afternoon. I think I'm going to go outside and ride my horse. And I gathered up, I got my breeches and I got my riding shirt and stuff, and I took it into the bathroom because Calvin was here, and I didn't want to, like, just start stripping with my bedroom door hanging open. And I looked at myself in the mirror and I was like, oh girl, you're so tired. You're so tired. Like, I looked so drawn. Like, my face was, like, hanging off of my... like, the skin was
like
haggard. Absolutely. It was such a witch. I was like, oh, no. Because even if I gathered the energy to put the saddle on and get on and take a 20-minute walk, which would feel good, if he decided to make something his problem,
you would not be capable of sitting it. Yeah,
exactly. Like, do I have the energy to deal with him if he decides to be a problem? And the answer was hell no.
Yeah.
So, and then I said, okay, do you know what? I'm going to go out and do groundwork. What I actually did,
watch him graze.
I brushed him for 20 minutes. I rubbed a bunch of coat conditioner into his coat because I felt it.
Why not?
And then I sat down on the ground and he played with my hat.
That sounds
for
great.
Like 15 minutes. It was so nice.
People
I sat there. He played with my hat. Aww. I stuck my fingers in his mouth. It was wonderful. I found a scab on his chest. He wanted me to itch for him.
Oh, they're so itchy right now.
Oh, yeah. And he's wearing all his clothes right now. He's wearing his bunny suit.
Oh, my God.
Sheet, hood, leg wraps, everything. He's wearing it all.
It's actually the time of the year where I have to keep wearing the coveralls, even though it's not super cold, because, and I'm glad for glasses. I had a woman tell me that I should try again for contacts. And I'm like, do you know what I do for a living? Like, the amount of dirt and hair that I pull out of my eyeballs on a daily, that's with glasses.
If you look at your glasses, you go, all that could be in my eyes.
Correct.
My eyelashes can't protect me from all that.
And I have a history of scars. So, but I'm sitting there and I'm just like, and someone's like, oh, you got hair in your mouth. I'm like, yeah. But if I go into the Wawa, no one's going to know. They're just going to think I'm spitting on the ground. So I appreciate horse girls like that. But yeah, I mean, well, that's the thing. My pony is fit. I'm not worried about the pony. I'm worried about me being able to sit the pony because, again, physically, I haven't ridden very much. I mean, I rode twice in December, and that was like the first time in literally 8-9 months. And then, physically, I've just been working, and then mentally, I've been recovering from like the hellish last 2 years. So I have zero energy, zero spark, like when it comes to like riding motivation. And I always sit there and I'm like, you know what? I always feel better. Like I felt so good when I got off that pony in December. I was so proud of myself. But it's really, really hard. I almost need a kick in the ass. Yeah. Like someone to just be like, get in the fucking barn. Because I'm there. I show up to the barn 2 to 3 times a week for either clients or dropping my kid off or running. You know what I mean? Like I'm doing stuff, but it always feels like I'm like, you know what it is? I don't like to be rushed. If I have a limited amount of time, I don't like knowing that because then I get anxious to fit it all in. And then my anxiety transfers to my horse.
Yeah. Well, that's what I love about saying I'm going to get on for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And I really will cut it off. I'll be like, all right, I rode for 20 minutes. I'm getting off now before anything happens.
My trainer even said, just get on and walk around twice and call it a day. Like, she's like, just get on. And I think that's kind of what I need to do because you both know that I will probably stay on longer because I'll be like, oh, this feels good.
Possibly, yeah. If you have the time. Yeah. And otherwise, you're like, I did it. We did it, Joe. We did 20 minutes. We're good.
Well, and you know what I'm really looking forward to, and I got to be honest, is like, my oldest daughter is going to be getting her driver's license like very soon. And I think that's going to open up a little time for me because I'm just driving the kids all the time.
Yes.
I drove them. So I had a Saturday off. Okay. 2 weeks ago, I had the whole weekend off. Like nothing to do except the painter at my house. And I got in the car at 8 a.m. to drive my daughter to band. Then I had to go run an errand. Then I had to pick her back up, take her to SAT prep, then take my other daughter to a friend's house. I was gone for 4 hours. I was just driving them.
Oh, no.
Like, I accomplished absolutely fuck all.
Right. All you can do at that point is be like, listen to an audiobook. And be like, well, at least I read something. Because, I know you can't because you have to yell at people. So you need one ear open for yelling at other drivers.
Yes, so because my yelling motivates them to actually freaking go when the light changes. Okay, I'm going to just say this one thing. There was a Tesla in front of me this morning at 7 a.m, okay? There's nobody on the road. There's a Tesla, and it dings when the light changes.
Yes.
Bitch sat there.
You have no excuse in a Tesla.
Bitch sat there, and I was I was.
Oh my God.
And then she flips me off, and I'm like, no, I'm flipping you off first. Like, the gall. Like, I'm sorry, you get notified. Get off your phone and drive your vehicle.
Yeah, okay. I would just like to say a blanket. If you're slamming on your brakes before you turn when the left-hand signal is green, I'm going to blow my horn at you. I would just like everyone to know I've had it. Turn lights are short. Move it.
Well, and I'm going to actually turn that back to horses. So I've been watching the shit show that is my daughter's riding lesson. And I apologize in advance, and I'm not going to name names. But there is a student who literally is like, la, 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 butterfly. Like, she is not paying attention. And she has stopped dead in front of a line with people jumping. And, like, there have been collisions. And multiple times. And yesterday it was relatively sunny, and I was like, this is pretty nice. I'll sit and watch the lesson because I don't usually get to do that. because I'm busy working on horses. And all of a sudden I hear, I called the outside. And I look over and she's just like, oh, I didn't hear. Like, she just in her own little freaking world. And I was like, you show, like, you're the problem in the warm-up ring. You're the problem. Like, I get that you're younger, but, like, are you going to literally create a collision and, like, a huge accident where people and horses get hurt before you learn your rules?
I'm sorry, but number one, you earn that privilege to be riding in the arena with other riders, whether it's a warm-up or it's at home. And number two, horse girls have to grow up early. You don't get the young privilege. You have to get out there, learn the rules, and be safe. Or else everyone's going to hate you, number one.
Oh, and everyone's like yelling at her, and then she feels ganged up on. But we're like, you don't understand how serious this is. Like, it's funny. My daughter, you know, she has a power pony. Like, he is really strong. And some days he's like, he tests her. I'm not going to lie. He's made her a better rider. But some days she goes, I'm gentle parenting. I'm like, you need to bully that fucker, right? Like he just doesn't respect the gentle parenting. I'm sorry. And it's funny because she did. So she was coming down a line and he gets really fast in like a line of two, right? And coming around the corner, a lot of times he bucks when he like makes a lead change. Oh. So he's coming off that second going hell bent for leather. And there's now a quarter horse in front of him dead fucking stopped. Who's going to get hurt there? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to be responsible for that because my kid ran into you.
No, that's like, you got to start calling in the authorities on this kid.
Yeah, so, you know, and the parents don't really hang out and watch. So they're never really there. And, you know, I don't want to, like, gang up on them. But at the same time, it's just like, you better learn or, like, my daughter's not going to ride with you. Like,
well, like the trainers kind of got to step in on that because the parents don't know.
And she does. Yeah. And she does. But then the kid just doesn't listen. And you know.
That's a meeting. I'm going to put my jewels out right now. That's a PTA meeting right there. All right? Yeah. You got to sit down with those parents and be like, look, your kid's going to kill somebody. And she's going to get hurt. And my horse is going to get hurt. And we're going to have a big problem.
As the parent to sit back and not get involved. Like, I don't want to be.
I think my mom would.
Well, see, here's the thing. I'll get after my daughter about her stuff. But what I won't do is go after someone else's kid. Right?
I think that my mom would have gone to the parents and been like, we have a big problem. You need to figure this out.
Yeah.
Because I just remember like the barn parents I remembered like there was a hierarchy, right?
Yes.
And there were the moms that were super involved and were at the horse shows, and my mom was one of those. And then there were like
the listeners.
They're like la 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 la, and my mom would be like, you know, she would offer suggestions. She'd be like, "Oh, your kid's going to go to a show. Okay, you're going to need this and this. Make sure you bring them some Gatorade. Pay attention to this. Pay attention to that." But I do believe that if somebody was constantly causing problems for her daughter, she would be in their face.
No. That's probably true.
I'm not saying you should.
No, I'm not. I'm not confrontational. If I confront someone, I can't control the tone. And so I really try to
Trust me, she can't control her tone.
No, I really and I don't want to be an asshole.
Yeah.
And if I made
Jersey, you could be an asshole.
Well, I don't want to be, and if I made the asshole, like I will burn bridges. Like you know what I mean? So I really try not to do that. But it's funny because even my own daughter, like I told her, I said, you need to say something because like it would be different coming from me. I said, this is someone you know, someone you ride with. Like you need to tell her that what she's doing is wrong because she's not listening to the trainer either. But like the peers sometimes have more power, and I really want to empower my daughter to like speak up for herself when it comes to that.
I would love it if your daughter would just, when she's coming around the turn and she sees her, she just screams, "Get the fuck out of my way!" Like just
that
do
would be
it
amazing.
now. Yeah, she needs to do it now because she's gonna have to do it at some point at a horse show. So she might as well learn now.
I mean, I'm down for that.
Why not?
I'm down for it.
Peer to peer, babe. Let's go.
Dude, I'll give her a blue ribbon right there. I'll be like, look, that's my kid.
I cussed out someone in the warm-up ring. There's a ribbon. We need, maybe later this year we need to talk more about our ribbons.
We do. Do
you want to know? Okay, I know I interrupted you, but just as an aside,
okay.
I found a packet of stickers from Be Quiet Affair. I adulted today stickers.
Yeah.
They're all printed backwards.
Are you serious?
Yeah. was like looking at him like, what the hell is this?
Like they're like you have to put them in. Oh no, they're not stickers. They're like window clings, probably. Natalie,
So
have
confused.
another espresso.
I got 2 shots in here.
I think those were like the window clings, like the
I
decals.
didn't realize because we didn't take those out.
No, that's
Excuse
probably
me.
what happened. And that's probably why.
We'll
'Cause
take.
we
them
were
next-
giving
we'll
like
take them this year.
we were doing like the
Yeah.
sticker packs and stuff, which were super fun. But
So
yeah,
anyway.
we always have ideas for this stuff, and then our follow through is actual crud. You know, because life. But our ideas are great.
Our ideas are great. I think we should just start taking pre-orders on stuff, and that way we have to do it, and we
Yeah.
also know who's actually going to purchase it from us. Because
So we know how
I
many
hate
to order.
to say, sometimes our commenters' comments are bigger than their stomachs.
Oh, like the zip up shirts, like that never fell off the ground. We had so many people who were interested, but when it came around to ordering them, like no one did.
Yeah, there was no pre-order whatsoever. I was like, well, I like have a vendor.
Crickets. If you
Yeah.
build it, they will come. Said no horse girl ever. Like guys,
Yeah,
if you want
let's
it, you got to
kickstart
tell us.
all of our stuff so that we know
Yeah.
you're actually going to take it.
Exactly. We'll take
Yeah.
orders. But yeah, I like pre-orders. We did that for the Westminster Dog Show. I did pre-ordered things and like, hey, you get a discount if you pre-order it, and that's how I knew how many clients I would have.
Yeah, I think that's wise. I think maybe Equine Affair 2026 might have a pre-order involved.
Yeah. Oh, and you're gonna be. I don't want to say I'm gifting you my presents, but like take it with you will. So every November I have Equine Affair, and then the following week is the National Dog Show in Philadelphia. So it's like
Right.
2 very big events back to back. This year, I still have no idea what prompted this, and I'm a little scared for future. They're doing it the same freaking weekend as Equine Affair.
What?
So they always do it the week before Thanksgiving, and this year they're doing it 2 weeks before Thanksgiving. I have no idea why. Everyone's upset about it.
Oh my
But-
god.
So I can only do one. So I already told them. I said, I'm so sorry, I can't do National Dog Show. I have to do Equine Affair with Natalie. Sorry.
Well, I mean, I am grateful for the gift of you. Number 1.
You're
number
welcome.
number 2. We are gonna. I mean, our listeners might have to step up a little bit in their proud support of viewers like you because that's cash money.
I'm
babe.
losing a lot of money by not going to the National
Yeah.
Dog Show.
All right, guys. So we're gonna need you. You're gonna tell us what merch you want and what you're willing to pre-order from us, so that we can get it made,
And then you can
so
pick
that we
up
can
the
pay
pre-orders.
Heather because Heather will be broke.
Yeah, well, and then what we could do is we can have people pre-order and do pickup at Equine Affair, and we'll have little bags set up for them with their
Oh,
names
yeah.
on it, and then
That'd
they
be
could
cute.
just pick it up there. We
I
can
love
make it
that
really
idea.
cute because we could
We can-
pre-pack it.
And we can all take pictures together and be like super
my God,
cute and be like, oh
same.
my god, it'd be so cute.
Make
It's
a
so
custom
fun.
order swag bags.
Yes. Some stuff that'll only be available ahead of time. Love it.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what we'll have to do. All right, guys, we're counting on you.
So yeah, so
You gotta
that's
pay
what's
Heather.
going to happen. I've chosen the horses over the dogs. It's official.
I knew you would.
My dog partner is a little annoyed, but you know what? Listen, there's only so much of me to go around, so I
There
only
is.
do 1 or 2 book events a year. This is the one.
Yeah, and we've been doing Equine Affair for so many years. So Dog Show needs to kind of get it together. That's pretty messed up.
I know. I don't know why, and actually, all the exhibitors, the handlers, are like upset because they have to rearrange where they're taking off work. They have to rearrange a whole bunch of stuff. Their hotel reservations. Like I know it seems early, but like people plan their years because of the dog shows are always the same weekends.
Absolutely.
And so it's fucking up the rotation. I'll be honest.
It's not. I mean, it's not cool. Like I have known for a decade that I don't have that weekend free. That's
Right.
my Equine Affair weekend.
Exactly.
You say anything to me through all these years, oh, well, I'm going to do it like around Veterans Day. I'm like, I'm so sorry.
Nope.
That's Equine Affair. So I know that, these people, this is their livelihood to do this dog thing. Then they've known for years, can't do it the week before Thanksgiving. That's Dog Show. Insane.
Exactly. So anyway, I'm looking forward to seeing you. If I'm going to even do one book event a year, it's going to be Equine Affair, but like the National Dog Show, like that's going to hurt a little bit, that one.
That is going to hurt.
It's
Yeah.
gonna hurt
Yeah.
missing that.
We definitely, we got to make that up for you. Maybe people could bring their dogs to you.
I
And
would
you could do
love-
appointments at Equine Affair. We could all watch. And it could be educational. Oh, no, I kind of like this idea. In fact, I think that you should
I don't think
get
people
it.
are allowed to bring their dogs unless they're service animals.
Everybody brings their dog.
I know nobody follows that rule.
I mean, it's any dog's a service animal if you say it's a service animal. You could.
I don't condone that, by the way.
No, I'm just stating fact. You could set up with equine. I guess if they don't technically allow dogs, let's say you could do like a session.
I could do horses.
You should. You could go do that in an arena for an hour. Like, here's Heather's handy tips for home massage.
You know what's so funny? I was talking about this on my call on Tuesday. I am not a flashy body worker. You know, like if you want the show, you want the big moves. Like I am very subtle. And
what if you came up with something like a magician? You could go do,
pull some shit out of a hat,
do, and you press, and the horse goes and you do. Da 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 da.
And I could dance around in a leotard with a fucking tutu. That'd be amazing.
Yes. Or you could wear a tux, or you could rip the tux off, and there's the tutu.
Be a stripper.
Yes. Bring the glitz. You're a show woman.
Give them a show. That actually is true. Like I do love to be a performer.
Yeah. Horse massage.
I do play to the crowd quite a bit.
Mm-hmm. You really could. You're like, who wants to see this horse stretch out his lip? Screaming. Who wants to see this horse move his tail to one side?
Who wants to see me do butt stuff? Cool. No, it's so funny because it's like, yeah, I mean, I would love to teach eventually. Like, I would love to teach bodywork eventually, but it's so... I'd have to do an advanced techniques course, I think, because, like, I mean, I could teach beginners, don't get me wrong, but the work I do is so, like, deep that you know what I mean? Like,
it appears very subtle.
It's very subtle, but there's, like, because it's so deep, it's the deep tissue, so I think a lot of people, like, if they feel, like, know how to feel, then I could probably explain it better. But I don't know. Again, one of these days, I'm going to add it to my list of things to do.
Yeah, we'll just keep adding things to our list. It's no problem whatsoever.
Yeah, no, eventually we'll just die. So, and then I'll come back and it'll be like, well, I didn't finish my list. So
let's add to the list, secure in the knowledge that death awaits. We will get a break eventually. Thank God.
I came back. I was in the city, and I came back on Sunday. So I went out on Saturday night to Irving Plaza, and because I'm a bougie bitch, which you've established, I got the lounge access.
Always get the lounge access.
Yes. So I'm down. I'm making friends with the bartender. I'm making friends and talking to all the people down there, because I'm super quiet. And we're all chatting. And I have, great seats at the rail up top. So I go up and down, and I'm kind of doing my own thing. And I probably had one too many margaritas. I'm not a big drinker anymore. And I go to bed, pass out cold. I was so tired. And I wake up, and my stupid body alarm is like 6 a.m. And I was like, go screw yourself with that 6 a.m. So I tried to go back to bed. I even took 2 Advil, blah, blah, blah. And then I woke up, and I was like, I have to eat something. So I got to Gramercy Kitchen, which highly recommend, by the way, because it's so good. I had a pulled pork hollandaise, I forget what it's called, Benedict. And and I left there, and I did some other things, but I was so tired that I was like, okay, it's 11 now and checkout's 12. So I could go nap for an hour, or I could get an Uber home and nap for 3. And I chose that option. I was like, and that was my Sunday. It was a great little Sunday.
I love a good lie down.
But I'd worked 10 days straight because spring is here, and so it reflects my schedule.
Isn't that bullshit? Remember in January when it was icy and you couldn't work? And now you can't take a day off.
Yeah, I can't take a day off. I have my kids this weekend. I'm supposed to be at a dog show today, but I couldn't because I had the plumbing emergency, the horses, and to pick up my kids.
Oh, wow.
So, I couldn't do any of it. So I'm losing a lot of money today, but I'll be there Friday through Sunday, but I still have my kids. So I have to drop them off at school, go in late to work, leave early from work, and then, I'm not going to see them, and I feel terrible because I don't like working when they're with me.
Well,
but I'm also a single
the nice
mom,
thing is
so
that
it has to happen.
They want to be left alone anyway.
Again, 15 and 17 years old, they don't need me.
They're fine.
They're good.
Fine. My sister has like a 16 and a 15 and like a 12 or something. I don't know. And
You don't know.
I don't know. I can't keep up with
not
other people's
important.
children.
Yeah. Birthdays are
But
not
she's always
blah.
like, she's like, they need this and they need that. And I was like, they don't need anything from you. We were raised latchkey and we turned out great.
Oh my
And
God,
we didn't want
yes.
our parents around more. We weren't like, oh my, it's after school and I'm all alone. We wanted to be left the hell alone.
Oh, yeah.
All
Oh, yeah.
teenagers want to be left the hell alone.
They
So
just want to sleep, eat, and talk with their friends. That's all they want to do.
want.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like my daughter just came down. You probably saw me making weird faces. My daughter just
did.
came down and she was like mouthing something to me and I'm like, I don't understand you. Send me a text. And so she sends me a text and it's like, what time are you done? I want to talk to you. And I'm like, why? Like, oh my God. Like, because if it was an emergency, we both know she would have interrupted. But like fully
just make an
interrupted.
appointment like everyone else, babe.
And again, I was a latchkey. My mom didn't have a job, but she was, a trophy wife, and so she was always playing like bridge or tennis or something. And this is the reason, though, we are both hyper independent and burned out, right? Because we just do everything ourselves. Because that's what we've always done it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I'm like. When Corey takes care of me, I'm like, oh my God, nobody's ever taken care of me. This is great.
I still don't know what that's like. I'm actually like, I don't know how I'll handle it. I'll probably scream and run. Well,
you just feel like really guilty all the time.
Yeah.
And then,
so you're Catholic? No, I'm just kidding.
Offer them way more attention than they probably want. Where it's like, well, now you deserve my attention. And they're like a teenager, they're like, well, I'm reading my book. What do you want? I'm like, hi, I'm not working right now. I know that's rare. And they're like, well, I'm reading Reddit.
No, I'm doing something.
I'm looking at a baseball game. Like these are,
Yeah.
so.
Well, you know what?
It's an imbalance of affection.
And I'm sure you get used to it. But it's just so funny. So like I hired a handyman and he's an actual king. Like he's in a relationship. Like I'm not like thirst trapping this man. Like, I'm not like into him, but he has like saved me already so many times with just little jobs. Like he dug me out of the big 3-foot snowstorm when the other guy didn't show. Like he painted my room and bathroom, found the molds, like, did all this stuff for me. And like I told him, I said, the plumber came and they cut out the drywall and he's like, I'll be there Sunday to replace it. Like, I'm like, oh my God. He's like, why need a husband?
He's like a hired Corey. These are all the things that Corey does. Yeah.
Yeah. But you know what? I'd rather give money than sex. So
yeah, that's fair. I mean, time is money and money is pizza. So it makes sense.
Either way, they get paid.
Yeah. And you get pizza. It works out.
And speaking of, I actually, not being paid for sex, but I actually told my friends yesterday, and this was a first for me. I was like, it's been kind of 2 years since I separated, and it hasn't been long since divorce and move out. But I've been taking the last few months to chill and really kind of figure out. I was like, maybe I should try this dating thing. Ooh. And then I looked at them and they were like, oh, well, you don't do this. No, I was like, no, I'm not looking. Like, I'm not going to go on a dating app. Like, I'm not going to go.
Oh, God, no.
I'm just saying, like, before I was like, ew, no. And now I'm like, oh, maybe if the right person comes along, I'd be willing to go out to dinner. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not, like, shutting it down hardcore. Yeah. Where before I was like, no, I need to work on myself. I need to figure this out. Like, now I'm like, oh, so I guess maybe I am healing? I don't know.
Oh, please. The queen. You're fine. Nobody's worried about you.
No,
even
and
if you want us to be.
Very happy on my own. Like, I'm loving like a friend of mine said to me the other day, she goes, wait, I'm so sorry, I don't understand. She's like, so what do you mean? She's like part of the week you don't have any kids or dogs? I'm like, yeah, like I could do whatever I want. Like, I usually just work. And then I like maybe make a dinner for myself or order or go out to eat, sit at the bar or something. And she goes, that sounds amazing. And I'm like, it actually really kind of is. Like, I miss my kids, don't get me wrong. But like, I have more time now than I did before because now he's doing stuff.
Yeah.
It's great.
Enforced. Like, you finally have to do something. And you actually have some time on your own. And it is truly, that's all. I mean, to just have a little bit of quiet time and a dinner somebody else made for you and you don't have to talk about it with anyone.
That's sexy.
Come on. That's what all women want.
Yes.
You know, the patriarchy is like, no, you want 7 kids and you want to clean up after men. No, we don't. We never wanted that, and we definitely don't want it now.
You know what the matriarchy wants? They want us to all live in a community of other women and support each other and like share like eggs and farm vegetables and ride horses and then like maybe periodically like have sex with men and then like go back to our little Golden Girls
Exactly.
community. Like that's
and
what
you know, we've got a
want.
door, can close the door. Right. But otherwise, you know, but outside I know that there are people I can talk to and rely on. That is what the matriarchy wants. Right. I did try to get into a group family house once.
Did you?
That I found on Craigslist. Yeah. Like they picked somebody else, but I did apply.
That's cool.
Like there was a whole family, it was a big house in Brooklyn, and they were like, we want to experiment in communal living. And I was like, we should do this. Like, we just live in a 400 square foot apartment anyway. We should move here. Corey's like, oh, okay. So I applied, but yeah, I didn't get it. I mean, I'm sure they picked somebody much more community minded than me. I don't begrudge them. They made the right choice.
Yeah. That's funny. Well, yeah, I mean, when my friend my friend who helped me rescue Delight, when she got divorced, that's what she said she wanted to do. She was like, I just want a place where like we can have a whole bunch of like women living on the property. Do whatever you want, but like men aren't allowed. You can go elsewhere for that. Like, you know what I mean? Like if you want to get some, go to the bar downtown, go to their place, go to a hotel, but like let's just have like a little women centered village kind of vibe. And I was like, that sounds amazing.
Yeah. I think it's probably wealth distribution that's the reason why there aren't more of those situations.
I don't know. I keep hearing stories like there's a woman on TikTok who bought a castle in France with 300 other people, and it's all women.
Oh, wow.
And I'm like, you're amazing, and when can I visit? Like, I'll throw in a couple $100,000 for that, you know? Like,
wow, that's pretty incredible.
I mean, the upkeep on a house of that size is massive. You know, not to mention the land.
Give everybody a chore, and you're in pretty good shape. Like 300 people. Like, can you sweep
all women
corridor once a week?
Yeah, they probably pay, it's like a co-op. They probably pay like a certain amount, you know, of rent that includes like lawn care and all that kind of stuff. But like, I just think that's the coolest thing. So
it's a non-religious nunnery.
Yeah, I mean, but I'm sure they're spicy there. It is France after all.
They were in the nunneries too. Yeah.
Oh, that's fair. It's okay if there's not a D involved in the P, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Okay, well, all my religious friends are probably like, Heather, shut the fuck up. We should do adulting wins of the week before we go down a terrible rabbit hole.
I was just getting ready to make some book recommendations, but yes.
Matrix
by Lauren Groff. Matrix by Lauren Groff. Read it. It is about like middle-aged nuns doing stuff. It's really awesome. I loved it so much. Adulting wins of the week. Well, it ain't the writing I've gotten in this week because that sure wasn't a thing. But you know what? I'm surviving the week before launch week. So
you're alive.
Week, The Jump comes out next week.
That's so exciting.
Comes out on Tuesday.
I got my copy. I'm ready to read it. I'm going to read it this weekend.
I have my book tour next week. So I have events all over the place, like in Lexington and Cincinnati and stuff. You can like look on my social media. Please come. Don't leave me
no crickets for
looking
Natalie.
Ridiculous. Please.
Yeah. Like her publicist is going to be there, so like we need to make her look good.
Yeah, I need to look really good. And then and March 31st, the following week, I have a big event in Gainesville. Tick Maynard is going to be my conversation partner. So if you just want to come and adore Tick, that's fine. Just come.
Yeah. Oh, and I talked to Lori Bergley, and she said she's going to be there.
Yeah.
She is the Maryland equestrian and also a writer. And I think Susan is going to go.
Yep, Susan Friedland. So Susan Friedland's going to be my conversation partner in Lexington, and then she's going to come as well to the Gainesville event. Are you going to make it? Or
I unfortunately am not. I can't get custody for the day before. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Girls have to fly alone. Come down the day.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding.
Well, the problem is that I have them for spring break, but it's like a week. I have them for a week, and yeah, so I can't get them the day before, unfortunately. But I will be with you in spirit, and I'm not against calling in and heckling people. Like, I can FaceTime the shit out of that.
That's an idea. We might have to pull you in for some FaceTime heckling. I like that idea a lot.
I will be there. Like, just put me on the phone and I'll yell in everyone's faces.
I like it.
It's going to be great.
And we could be like, this is Heather's table.
And
you set my laptop
like,
over there.
Hey
You could be like at happy endings where she sits at the Zoom table.
oh, that's fucking amazing. And
maybe you'll meet a man who used to be on 90210. Who knows?
Why 902? Oh, happy endings. So I was like, wait, that was very specific.
She was right. Also agreed. Yeah. Yes. Oh, I like this idea. We might have to pursue this.
I'm down.
Okay.
So I will do that. Yeah,
everyone's
don't forget,
like, what's that? I'm like, that's Heather's table.
I'll tell Susan. I'll text Susan and be like, FaceTime me when it's like the most inappropriate time. I'd be like, I have a question.
Follows me into the bathroom.
I have a question for Natalie, and I'll just think of something like really sassy.
I love it.
Well, and I'm excited to. I mean, I'm sorry to miss it, in person because I'm joining virtually, but I am really excited to see you in May. Like, I don't have to wait till November to see you now.
I know. Yes.
It's gonna be fun. So maybe that's my adulting
again and again and again. Oh, just so much Natalie.
So much Natalie. No, adulting one of the week. I'm going to go ahead and really be an adult about this and say, like, I've averted 2 major catastrophes, and I'm really excited about it. Because it could have been so much worse between the car and the mold/plumbing, and it wasn't. And I feel like the 2 biggest emergencies in my new single life, I fucking handled with grace.
You did.
I really did. I didn't panic. I did what needed to be done. I didn't yell at anybody. I was like very calm under pressure, which is actually really new for me.
I think you have been adulting like crazy.
I deserve a Prosecco for that.
Going to a show and enjoying the lounge and then going home and taking a nap the next day
are glorious.
All solid adulting moves. Like, you nailed it.
Thank you.
And you had a nice breakfast. Please.
I did. I as nice as it would be to continue hermit mode a little bit, I am trying, I like to go out and do things on my own. I like to kind of wander solo and just explore things. So I'm actually going to be, this is kind of sassy. I have like 4 concerts in April, like all, like in like a 2-week period, I'm going to be seeing 4 different bands. So
none of my band. I have a show in July up in upstate New York, but none of my bands are touring right now. I keep checking.
No, my favorite band is not touring right now, but I just went to see Bad Omens for the first time when they were in Newark. That was so great. And you know what? This is my best adulting that I've done. Are you ready? So I got the suites. So I sat in the suite area, and then I left like 3 songs to the end so that I could get to the parking area where I had backed into the front so I could pull right out before anybody else did. And I was home before anybody got crowded.
I can't do that. I can't leave.
Oh, see, my problem is they could be my best. So Sleep Tokens, favorite band. Never saw them before. Saw them in Brooklyn last September. And the last song came on and I was like, I'm sorry, we got to go. And even though they're my favorite band, I will not leave with a crowd because that's when I start fights. I do not like crowds. I will throw elbows. I do not like people crowding my personal space. So I take myself out of that situation.
So what we do is we leave when the security guard makes us leave.
Oh, so you wait until everybody else is out.
And then I'll go as far as I need to go.
And then wait
still more. Avoiding the crowd, and I'll wait more. I just don't care. I just don't want to be in a crowd of people. You're a night person. I'm already up and yawning for the last 2 hours. You're ready for your nights.
And I had to take a nap to go to this concert.
I've already sussed out where I'm going after because the hardest thing for me is after a show, I'm keyed the hell out. I'm not going to bed till 3 or 4. So I need to know what I can eat, if I can get a drink, or if it's going to be the hotel, I need to know who I'm calling for delivery, because I'm going to be up all night. That's just a given.
Yeah.
So I have to have all that planned. Because I don't like
but
to
I
be
will
like, where do I go?
Irving Plaza, they did end at 10:30 on the dot. And they did kick us out. And so I stayed up. But that's 10:30, right? 10:30 when I still have to find my car, get in the line to get out, and get home. after driving 40 minutes. Like, that's now a midnight to 1 a.m. situation.
Yes.
So, like, I made the choice to stay at a hotel so I could stay for the concert because there's like 4 different bands playing at Irving Plaza. So that was really good. But yeah, so I mean, like, I'm an old lady. I don't look old, but I feel old, and I've never been a night person. And so, yeah, that's like how I do it. Unless I end up somehow meeting some famous person who always gets VIP and I can wait like backstage away from the crowds and get like an Uber X home. That's a totally different story.
Mm-hmm.
But for now, when I'm with the other masses, I'm going to go ahead and dip out, and I'll be the first out of security. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, the one thing I like about New York too is a lot of times I'll just walk back to wherever.
Which is lovely.
I went to Webster Hall in the summer, and I was staying like way downtown, and it was just like we went across the street to the Moxie to the after party. We were like, this is kind of and then we just started walking. We found some pizza. We ate some pizza on the sidewalk. And we just went back to our hotel bar and grabbed some stuff and took it upstairs. We had a good time that way.
Well, and that's the good thing about New York. New York doesn't really close down early. Mm-hmm. So, you can find late night eats is like some of the best.
It's really hard everywhere else. Everybody goes to bed so damn early. Like, come on, folks. I hate getting up early. Why? The whole world is set up for morning people and extroverts, and I'm tired of it. And when people complain about daylight savings time, I just want to tell them, like, the whole world is already set up for you. Businesses open in the morning for you. School starts in the morning. Your whole world is set up for you. Let me have a late freaking sunset. Quit your bitching.
Well, my daughter, so my junior is testing all week, so she's got to go to school at the regular time, which means we have to be in the car by 6:30.
Insane.
But then her sisters don't have to be there until 9, right? So we leave at 8:30 because I live like 20 minutes away. So like they're loving the later start, but meanwhile, I'm just driving people back and forth to school.
I know.
And I'm like, this sucks. And so no matter what, I'm still up with the dog's yelping at 6 a.m. because he needs to feed. He needs to eat. And so even on the days when they're not, it takes me like, if Jason has them 5 days in a row, it takes me to like day 3 to get to sleep in. Because my body's just primed for the rest of it. So, but that's okay because I still get the opportunities to do whatever, We're just jabbering on.
We are. I hope everybody's enjoying the extra 15 minutes.
Like the after show. We just completely kept going.
I just, hey, you want to see? Here's my bird. You want to see my bird? This is Chubby.
Oh, it's really cute, actually.
Yeah, I love him very much. I love you, Chubby. He has a magnet so he can sit on your shoulder.
Did Chubby like a chupacabra?
No, so this is a fun story, actually. So he's a little side character in Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, which was a ride at Disneyland and at Walt Disney World. And when Imagineers made him, they named him Chubby. But they spelled it wrong. There was a typo. And so his name was Chubby with 2 B's. And he's adorable. Or Chubby with 2 U's. 2 U's. I know how to spell. I can spell words. And
that's why we have editors,
Yeah, so it's good jabbering.
Not good. Well,
now I'm conscious of it, so I don't know what to say. Like you've made me self-conscious.
Done. I mean, we're technically done.
I will show you my other new plush.
There she goes. There's more.
This is my Daisy Duck wearing a beach ball hat. I don't know why, but I like her.
You never struck me as. I mean, you're. You know what? Never mind. I was going to say you don't strike me as a stuffed animal fan, but you are a Disney holic. So
this is my jelly cat. He's cute. This is.
Oh, yes, this is Bambi.
What's her name? I forget. She's
Thumper's
the girl.
girlfriend?
She's the girl bunny. What is her name? I don't remember right now. And then,
oh my God, you're pulling them all out.
Thumper from the Japan Disney store. Isn't he beautiful? He's so soft. I have more plush than I have Briar horses. I have so much plush, and it's almost all new.
I feel like this took a turn. Do you want me to start pulling out my plants because I'm in my gardening era now?
Oh, I just planted so many butterfly bushes.
It's either that or my solo bedroom machines.
Oh my God, you should do you should do a video tour of your beautiful fluffy bedroom.
Oh no, it's so much better now.
God.
No, since it's painted, I'll send you a little video and I'll send that to you. It is really iconic. I don't have the artwork up yet, but
I think her name is Miss Bunny.
It's funny.
But yes, your room was iconic to begin with. So now,
no, I think I made it better.
Where her paw is.
Oh yeah, she's naughty.
She's
funny. Covering her like hoo-ha.
I think maybe she's playing with herself a little bit.
I gotta hit the stop button. Things got weird.
Thank you for being a little weird with us, horse girls. If you like what you hear, make sure to subscribe to the podcast on your player of choice. Follow us on Instagram at Adulting with Horses Podcast, or even better, join our Adulting with Horses Clubhouse on Facebook, where you can become part of the show. Also, it's a great place to meet other horse crazy women. Thanks, and see you next time.